Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, hi, hello, and welcome. My name is Kim and I go by 𝐘𝐻𝐿 here on YouTube. Thank you for all the new subscribers. I'm very excited about it. If you haven't subscribed, please do consider. We have a lot of fun here. And for everyone that's returning, thank you so much. You know, I appreciate you so incredibly much. So today we're going to do a reading for the Pleiadian Starseeds. I want to go ahead and get these shuffled. Everyone's doing really well. Let's see what messages come through. I will be using the Starseed Oracle by Wizard Azanon. It's an amazing deck of cards. He has his own YouTube channel. I highly recommend you guys checking it out. But anyway, his cards have video activations, DNA activations that coincide with each card. Not for every card, but most of them. And so depending on which ones we pull today, I highly recommend checking out his channel below and then going to watch the activations that we pull for each of the Starseed readings, as it will help you further on your mission and your path. So we're starting off with the Six of Pentacles and the Fool, and I'm just going to pull a little spread here and just see what we get and then tie it all together. We have Page of Wands, we have Queen of Pentacles, we have the Temperance card, and Page of Swords. The Guru. I like to also call this card the Peace card. The Peace card. Totality of peace. I'm going to also pull some Starseed cards. These are the Light Worker, I believe, and the Starseed Oracle combined by Rebecca Campbell. So two separate decks all combined into one. The Work Your Light, that's what it's called. The Work Your Light and the Starseed Oracle. And if you guys were wondering what cards these are the Trip and Wait Tarot. They're made by an artist, I believe. Wow. Clarifier for Page of Wands, Queen of Pentacles. This guy. Okay. Can I get a clarifier for the Guru card, please? This message came through in a reading, or not in a reading, in a video that I actually watched tonight from my good friend Mike BASIL here on YouTube. If you haven't checked his channel out, I highly recommend his channel. He's a very amazing, very wise light worker. And so I'll leave his channel in the description box below. Please go check it out so you guys can check out his channel. He's amazing. So yeah, you're not alone and you're never alone. And what an amazing message to start the reading off with. So I am going to be working with my Lemurian crystal, Lemurian quartz crystal, as just a pointer to infuse each card and the energies through to you guys. And you're also receiving records through this crystal as well. So I just like to work with tools like these, and I just feel it helps amplify the readings. And if you know anything about Pleiadians, they're highly and very closely connected to, the Pleiadians are very highly and closely connected to the Lemurians. And they, you know, the indigenous Hawaiians worshipped the Pleiadians. All right, so we're starting with the Six of Pentacles and the Fool. I feel like a lot of you, if you haven't, you're going to be coming into your own business, and it's going to be very, very abundant for you. This is something that's very, very enlightening. I feel like this has a lot to do with spiritual work. And if it's not spiritual work, then it's just at least helping people. You're definitely helping people here. And people look up to you. People come to you for advice. People come to you for assistance. And you're very, very good and well-versed at what you do. And with the Fool, this is, you know, taking a leap of faith towards that, towards your own abundance and sovereignty. Okay, so this is very, very exciting for you Pleiadian Starseeds, because this means that you've really trusted yourselves to come into your power, to come into your independence and your sovereignty, and really, you know, accepting the fact that you're being guided by your higher selves, by your higher dimensional selves, and you're also looked after by the Council of Light. Even if you doubt this, okay? And even if this hasn't come to fruition yet, this is something that's going to be coming through and coming forth, and it's the ideas, it's the aha moments, it's the having the imaginational visualizations on how to bring this into your reality, and you are doing it. It's all you. Council of Light, this is you. This is you. We are each assigned our own council. And the higher dimensional beings that we work with are higher dimensional versions and aspects of ourselves, because we are multidimensional. And you have also ancestors. Anyone linked by blood, by spirit, of a higher love nature that is looking out for you are part of this council. But I feel some hesitancy when it comes to believing in this, which is okay. It's not something like you have to believe in whatever higher power, or if you just simply don't believe in any of it at all, that's fine. These are the energies that are just simply assisting you with this. But I feel if you've clicked on a Pleiadian reading, you probably have some idea and some knowing that that's something that works through you. It's really interesting. I just got this like hissing sound in my left ear, which almost sounded like a whisper or a snake, and I feel like this is your awakening. The snake represents the Shakti, the Kundalini rising, right? It's your life force energy, your DNA. It represents all of it. It represents cycles. It represents wisdom and knowledge and higher knowledge. And also, they're telling you things. They're telling you ideas. They're whispering little hints in your ear, providing you ideas in your mind. And it's you. It's just higher dimensional aspects of you helping you through this transition. So I just wanted to explain that part a little bit more in depth. Then we have the Page of Wands and the Queen of Pentacles. Page of Wands. Page of Wands, Queen of Pentacles. Wow, it's really interesting. I'm almost getting a Lovers kind of like vibe with these two cards, which is really odd, but that's what I'm picking up. It's interesting though. It's like one of you is going on the timeline towards the future, and one of you is kind of staying stuck almost, or reminiscing on the past. So one is looking forward and one is looking towards the past. But if you look at them both, they're both looking directly at each other. If you look at them both, they're looking directly at each other. They're both looking towards one another, right at each other. And it's almost like you are trying to figure out a past life simulation, a past life memory. And this person is thinking they're looking for a future memory, but really it's just the neutral space of you two coming into alignment right here and now. That's what the focus should be. So that's what Spirit is telling me. I feel like one is blindsided. I'm feeling the divine feminine and the divine masculine. It's like they have two different timelines that they're trying to manifest here. It's really interesting, but I feel like they're both going to be working with each other some way, somehow, either energetically or helping each other towards each other's goals, each other's paths, each other's missions. And it's really actually quite beautiful. There's a lot of magic here. If you look at the Queen of Pentacles, she's very goddess, high priestess energy, like Lemurian high priestess energy, and she holds a lot of magic within the peace and the love and the unconditional love that she holds very close to her heart. And within her hands, she's also a healer. But it's interesting because so is he. He just doesn't really show his magic that out in the open yet, but she's helping him to do so. And he is helping her to ground ideas. So it's actually a really beautiful symphony of energies. And both are working towards the age of light, which is what we are in right now. And this was in the reverse, and it's actually quite interesting because see, it says you've been training for this for lifetimes. And so perhaps both of you have gone through this cycle or gone through this reunion many, many times, but you don't remember because when you came here, there was the veil put in front or the amnesia and you forgot, and now you're starting to remember. I feel there's some doubt here within this thing that's going on, but you know what? It's okay. It's something that you're both going to help each other work towards by encouraging one another and being a support system. And we have here, over here, we have the Temperance and Page of Swords. Temperance is all about balance. It's all about weighing of the scales. It's all about grounding, yet channeling. Page of Swords, really just cutting through any illusions, cutting through any falsities, coming into your strength again, transforming, really having a clear intention and clear path set ahead. But I still see the divine feminine, and this isn't a twin flame reading at all. This is just what I was getting from this last set of cards. I'm seeing this goddess energy. Take it for what you will. It could be masculine, but here it's depicted as goddess. I feel like this goddess energy, she's still a bit, I guess, reminiscing on the past, wanting to maybe bring forth some of that which she used to love to do, which there's nothing wrong with that as long as it's in balance and as long as it's not, you know, dwelling too much on the past as if the past was better than the future, because then you're only bringing forth lack and you don't want to do that. So just tying in maybe simple elements from the past things that you used to do, bringing them into the here and now and using them to your advantage, because these are gifts, these are things you used to love to do for a reason. And bringing in a lot of balance and not taking any crap. Like there's like literally no one or nothing or anything or anyone, not even yourself, that can get in your own way. It's so divine that, and it's such a determined energy that there's nothing that could stop this from coming into fruition. We have Keepers of the Earth. You are not alone. Ancient ancestors stand beside you. And that's kind of the energy that I was picking up from the beginning, right? And for everyone who has lost someone, they're not gone. They are here standing beside you, rooting for you. They're probably helping you energy-wise a lot. A lot is what I'm getting, to help you move forward and to help you into achieving the things that you want to accomplish, your dreams, your goals, your manifestations, okay? So this is something that was in the reverse. So maybe some of you doubt this as well, but this is telling you, you know, do not doubt. Start opening your mind a little bit more into the beliefs of what is unseen, because that's what's going to become more believable, even more and more and more. And then the last card we have for The Pleiadians is the Guru, and then I'm going to pull a few more cards here. The Guru, this is all about you embracing the inner wisdom that you hold, that we all hold, and you coming to the forefront and really being of service, really helping others to step into their power as well by you just simply being the inspiration for them to do so. And with the knowledge that you share, that everyone else that hasn't shared, it's still, you know, piecing together things that people need pieces for. And this is why you hold this courage and this bravery to step forward and to do so. And you are literally the light for everybody else. You're the inspiration for everybody else, encouraging them all to do the same. And look, again, you're not alone. So, you know, we have the Council of Light here. We have your higher dimensional, either twin flames or soulmates. Even if they don't exist here, they're still helping you here. Even if you haven't met them yet. Just because you haven't met them yet here in the 3D doesn't mean that you aren't working together and coexisting on the 5D or higher. We have Keepers of the Earth. These are your ancestors, and you're not alone. So you have lots of support here and lots of guidance. This is isolation. This is requiring physical connection and community. It's so funny because the lightning flash has been coming through. Lots of readings I've been watching lately, and also just visualizations that I've been having, messages I've been receiving, pictures I've been seeing. It's really, it actually came through a twin flame reading I recorded today and filmed. It was the mountain and the lightning. So yeah, if you were in, I think it was my last live stream or the one before, I had done a reading for a good friend of mine, and she had seen the lightning the night prior, and I had seen a flash of lightning without even knowing that, which is pretty awesome. But I'm seeing a lot of like high electricity. And I feel people are picking up on this. They're sensing it. They're feeling it. Almost like a static electricity, but it's more powerful than this. It's energetic electricity. I think it's a new type of electricity that we haven't come across yet for a very long time, that's going to be slowly induced, or that's going to be slowly introduced. And it's not something that is man-made either. It's not something that is distorted or foreign. It's just a natural byproduct of the earth moving into its higher dimensional field. And it's something that we're going to start noticing. I think it's going to help with our consciousness expansion. I think it's going to help with our connection to one another. And I also think it's going to help with our visualizations, our healing, our channeling, all of our gifts. It's really interesting. I wasn't expecting that to come through, but that's something that's coming through. And they keep pointing me to this message here on the side of the Starseed Oracle. This is a powerful tool for the new age, the new Aquarian age. So I'm feeling this electricity, this newer electricity or energy of electricity that's coming in is going to be a very powerful tool that maybe we haven't used since ancient times. You know, how the ancients used to build these extravagant buildings with this extreme technology that you could either consider to be physical or etheric, right? Using your third eye to levitate boulders of rock to put them into place to make these huge monumental structures. Or did they have higher ET physical technologies, or was it, you know, both working hand in hand? Suppose it was all of it, right? But I'm seeing this electricity coming in. It's like this quantum earthly, but not of this earth electricity. It's like ET electricity that it's been really speaking and coming through. Lots of messages through me lately and recently, and it's like a lightning, but it's not as harsh as that. It's just a symbolism for the energy that it carries. Okay, so that's what I'm getting. It's just really powerful. Okay, so I'm gonna pull. What do they want me to pull here? A couple constellation cards. Obviously, since this is the Pleiadian reading, you can work with the constellation of Taurus. You're the star cluster that resides there, but I want to see what other constellations they are wanting you to work with and channel with this month specifically. And it'll just be interesting to see what comes through. Oh, the time one. The time one. It's really interesting. I just saw a post recently about CERN, that particle machine that makes these blasts of particle energies. I don't think this energy that's coming in, like I said, it's not man-made. It's not in the physicality yet. It's just starting to ease its way in. But CERN has everything to do with time travel. But the issue is time travel cannot be physical. Not in the sense that you can't go back in time and be there in your physical human form. That's not what I'm saying at all. That perhaps could definitely happen, but it doesn't need a time machine. It doesn't need a time machine is what I'm saying. Like, there are higher technologies and ways to do things with our crown chakra, with our third eye, with our solar star chakra, with all the other chakras that are outside and both within our bodies. Our light bodies can do this without a physical machine. And horologium, the reason I'm bringing this up is because this constellation has everything to do with time. It is depicted as Big Ben in this constellation picture, but it's also, it reminds me of the hourglass a lot. And I know it's not depicted as that, but it reminds me of that. And another constellation that's in the shape of the hourglass is Orion. Orion's always constantly trying to bring back the natural structures of time. So a lot having to do with time travel here is what I'm getting. And I'm also feeling like a lot of bilocation for Pleiadians. Okay, but horologium, this is going to be a great constellation for you to tap into and set the intention to channel into and receive direct energies from this, because this has everything to do with time. And it's not time in a sense to where we're going to keep it limited to this 3D perception of linear time. No, there are different times that exist outside of this time, okay, that you can tap into and you can learn so much about. So I'm going to leave it at that because I'll just go on a tangent. We also have Crater. So Crater will be another great constellation for you to channel in the energies this month. And then Cetus. And, you know, Cetus, I believe, is another, like, water monster. And it's interesting because the conduciveness of water with electricity and time. Yeah, and this is amazing because this is Crater is depicted as the Holy Grail in here. Filling up your cup with water, defeating the negative aspects of time, putting in electricity of a higher energy force, and manifesting your own new time. Just a message that I'm getting. But you're also tapping into your own, you're filling up your own cup, you're tapping into your own wealth of knowledge. Do you guys hear the train? Do you guys hear the train? Huge sign from Spirit. That always happens when a big download or message is coming in. But yes, you're going to be very highly charged this month. And the more that you fill up your own cup and really dig deep into the waters of your own wells and into the depths of your own waters, it's going to reveal a lot to you. You're going to be fighting a lot of, you know, programs or false illusions, that of which are inner monsters or inner demons or lower frequency energies, but really you are putting 2 and 2 together. That's what they keep telling me, putting 2 and 2 together. 22. I don't know, it's really interesting. I'm gonna leave it at that. I feel like if I keep going, I'm just gonna keep going, and I'm gonna pull these activations for you. So these are the Starseed Oracle cards. Wizard Azanon. This is so funny. Bottom of the deck. What does this say? Light body activator. So this is luminosity. What is luminous? Lightning. This is also empowerment. What is going within is empowering, right? And forward motion, having everything to do with time. So this kind of like unveils the last 3 constellations we just pulled. But what's really beautiful about these is, like I said, they have activations that come with them, and you can click on his channel and pull up this light body activation and watch it and receive the DNA activations and encodements for this specific one. I'm also going to read these for you. I'm only going to pull a few. But I'm going to read them and just see what comes through. And I'm just going to pull a couple more here. They're telling me to tell you to work with malachite. And malachite is like a dark green stone. It's kind of like marbly looking. But it's really good for many different things. It's great for the heart chakra, but it's also really great for abundance. And because we got the Pentacles card at the beginning, I just feel like it's really going to help you. We got Metatron's star. This is interesting. Metatron's star. This is exaltation. This is brilliance. This is triumph. And this is victory. This is letting me know that whatever it is that you are manifesting here, it's going to be very victorious for you. It's going to be very successful. It's brilliant. It's innovative. Triumphing all the competition. There is no competition. We are all one. But it's letting you know, like, you're going to feel very exalted by doing this. You're going to feel very good that very proud of yourself that you took that first leap forward. And then we have the Temple of Eventual Destinies. This is benevolence, this is spiritual progression, and this is enlightenment. And it's interesting. We have master number 44, because we have 31, which 3 plus 1 is 4, and 67, which is 13, which is 1 plus 3 is 4. Master number 44. Didn't I get 22? 22 to 44, which is showing me progression, which is showing me that you're coming into a lot higher DNA encodements, frequencies, attunements, enlightenment, ascension, knowledge, wisdom. A step up the ladder. It's like a double step. So a lot coming in for you guys. I think I'm going to end with a Mayan card. And I'm not sure if I'll have time to read that definition, but we'll see. Let's see. Light body activator. I want to read this one. They took me straight to the spiral of life. And I've been seeing the spiral everywhere, like crazy lately. Okay, so I'm going to read this really quick because they took me straight here. Spiral of life. It's interesting. This is number 28, which adds to 10, which is completion. So like an ending and then like a new beginning, a rebirthal. I keep getting that message. So symbolism is movement, it's opening, it's unfolding. The elements are fire, light, and ether. The crystals are garnet, pruskite, fire, opal. The chakras are all. The planets are Mars and Jupiter. The zodiac signs are Aries and Sagittarius. Interesting, because I'm a Sag rising. My daughter's Aries. So this design activates the hydrogen atoms to more fully open, allowing in more consciousness and 0-point spaciousness. Is that not what I was talking and referring to earlier? And this isn't even the card. This is the page they took me to. Expanding the chakras. It is the spiral movement of growth and unfolding, unwinding that is within, that it may become apparent, manifesting into form, thereby continuing the evolution of life and its expression. Let what is within come out to be seen. And what was I getting within the beginning section of your cards was shining out that light coming into your own, inspiring others for them to do the same. The life inside wants to dance and cast patterns that open limitless unfolding. Yep, expansion out of time and space. Spiral, I love that. Light body activator. Okay, so that is this guy here. Luminosity, empowerment, forward motion. Elements are fire and light. This is so crazy, you guys. I keep seeing the crystal peridot. I almost actually bought one yesterday. It's a green crystal. It's really beautiful. Lots here having to do with green and the heart chakra. So I'm getting a definite heart chakra upgrade. Here it's not mentioned, but through that crystal, it's significant. And It might be a crystal worth looking into if you've never heard of it or it draws your curiosity. Your chakras here are the sacral, solar plexus, point of brilliance, and heart. Yeah, so heart. Planets are Sun, Mars, and Jupiter. The zodiac signs are Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. This card activates the light body. Huge, you guys. This is huge. We were just talking about this with the horologium constellation. Anchoring it in the soft spot below the sternum called the point of brilliance, connecting the sacral, solar plexus, and heart chakras for amplified light, increased personal empowerment and creativity, awakening the luminous body in and around one's physical form. It is the masculine counterpart to the lunar progressor. Forward motion requires action. Anchored light projected out into the world will create greater empowerment. Basically what I've been saying. That's crazy. Okay, so Metatron's star, go ahead and pull this one up, which is number 9. 3 plus 6 is 9, which breaks down to 333, and I've been seeing 333 all over the place. Funny enough, we ordered a pizza tonight and the total came to 3333. 333 is like the highest degree when it comes to enlightenment. It's also the Ascended Master number. It's also a twin flame number if you look at it, because the 3 and the 3 reflect each other. It is also, and mirror one another, it is also a number of balance. It's a number of higher wisdom. It's a number of the balancing of the mind, the body, and the soul. The Holy Trinity. Jesus, and we just saw the Bethlehem star. So this is interesting, right? This is exaltation, brilliance, triumph, victory. Elements are light and earth. Crystals are gold, sulfur, Libyan desert glass, or Libyan desert glass. Chakras are solar plexus, point of brilliance, crown, soul, star. There's that point of brilliance again. The planet is the sun. The zodiac signs are Leo and Capricorn. This image facilitates the translation of light into physical forms, building brilliance and multiplying triumphs, urging one forward in propulsive ways towards great accomplishments. And the compelled light body, an exalted state of being wherein the soul has spirituality awakened into full multidimensional awareness and understanding. Victories are approaching that will bring your brilliance more fully into the world. I love this card so much. Temple of Eventual Destinies. See how it's like lined up here? It's all like going into the next stage. So let's see this one. So Temple of Eventual Destinies. The symbolism is benevolence, spiritual progression, and enlightenment. Element is light. Crystals are heliodor, amblygonite, anabergite, storolite. Chakras are heart and crown. Planets are Sun, Venus, Jupiter, Neptune. Zodiac signs are Leo and Sagittarius. Connecting into this temple magnifies one's capacities to radiate the uplifted Christ light energies of universal love, benevolence, and fellowship, and to extend these virtues to all humanity, lifting beyond the divisiveness of the collective consciousness to attain a greater enlightenment that will guide one's ever-evolving path into more refined realities of divine soul expression for the ultimate fulfillment of one's highest destiny. Dang, that was a tongue twister. I don't even know how to pronounce those words right. Find ways of connecting with others to establish circles of fellowship that support and encourage each member's greatest spiritual progression. You know how I saw in the last spread, the 2 cards, they weren't even the lovers, but they were facing one another. And then it was the Age of Light down below them. It's like these groups of people, these soul family groups are really coming into union because it's divinely written, and it's more of a frequency attunement. Like the higher you are attuned frequency wise, the higher your vibration, you're going to attract the minds, the great minds and the great frequencies and energies that are on the same wavelength as you. And you're being partnered up with these people that are really going to help support you along your way. And this is all part of it. It's amazing. And we have the Christ light here. And I wanted to mention that we just had the Christmas star. I believe it was last night. We didn't get to see it here because it was raining, but my aunt did send us a picture from Arizona. I'll insert it here. And if you haven't seen my last reading, a channeling, a reading without cards is what it is called. I'll leave it in the description box below. I highly recommend you watching that because from the very beginning of me channeling without any cards, Jesus came through. And we have that Christ consciousness that is so strong and being awakened, especially powerfully during this time. Okay, it doesn't have to be the exact date as Christmas, but it is right around this time, and everything is unfolding astrologically and in the cosmos and energetically and on Earth. It's all for this purpose. And so I really feel like you'll receive a lot of higher downloads and Christ consciousness through that video. So if you haven't seen it, I highly recommend you check it out. Like I said, I'll leave it in the description box below. But this is a very powerful reading, Pleiadians, and I wasn't expecting to film such a long reading. I think we are going to wrap it up there. And perhaps next month I'll pull the mind cards, but I'm not feeling called to pull them right now. But yeah, so very powerful energies. Work with your Lemurian cords, work with your crystal clear cords, work with your malachite and the crystals that were mentioned within the Starseed Oracle. Whatever it is that you're drawn to, but these that are being downloaded and mentioned through this reading are very, very powerful. Peridot was mentioned, quite a few. So just see what resonates and go from there, but make sure you're working with at least one, if not more, crystals this month, as it will welcome in these highly charged silica energies. And with this higher lightning energy coming in, it's going to be very important that you keep crystals around you because it activates your light body. It also acts as a protection, like a protector to your light body, as to where you're not being overwhelmed by energies either. So it's really exciting. I love you all so incredibly much. I'm going to close the gate there. If you like my energy and you are interested in a Starseed Origins reading with me, those are my most high in-demand readings. I'll have them listed below. I also offer 15-minute readings. I offer love readings now, and I offer 2 courses. I offer light language healings and crystal healings as well. So if you're drawn to any of that or timeless readings, it's all listed in the link below. I love you all so incredibly much. Thank you so much for watching, for liking, for subscribing. And until next time, I will talk to you soon. Bye, Pleiadians.